Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am not having a good hair day and I've got a humongous spot, but we're just gonna look past that. If you are new to my channel, I have been showing my PCOS and endometriosis journey, and I am currently 5 days out from a laparoscopy. I thought in today's video I would take you through what to expect pre-surgery, especially in COVID times if you are living in the UK, because things are still a little bit different. There's still extra precautions in place. So I thought I'd take you through all the appointments that I've had so far in the run-up to my surgery, and yeah, just run you through what to expect. Hi, this is editing Natalie from the future. Just a public service announcement. I would like to apologise for how nasal and flat I sound in this video. I was recovering from a cold, so I am sorry, but hopefully you find this video useful, informative. But yeah, I'm so sorry for how nasal I sound. It's annoying me as I'm editing, so I can't imagine how annoying it is for you. So yeah, I'm sorry. At first, I think... I sneeze. Oh, it's gone. How annoying. I think the first thing that I should mention is that I am having my procedure done with a private hospital. And this means that things might vary in terms of what to expect. The NHS are funding my surgery, but I am actually having it done at a private hospital. So the processes might be a little bit different if you're going through a NHS hospital, but nevertheless, I can imagine you will have the same appointments. They just might be handled a little bit differently. So appointment number 1 was with my pharmacist. And now typically you would go into the hospital and meet them, but this was actually a phone appointment and it lasted roughly 10 minutes. And the purpose of this appointment was to run through all the medication that I'm currently taking and also any kind of herbal medicine. And this is what I was quite surprised by. I didn't think they would care about any of the herbal medicines that I'm taking. Multivitamins were fine, but anything outside of that they wanted to know. And this is because it could possibly affect the anaesthetic during your procedure. So I took them through the fact that I take metformin for my PCOS. We talked about any allergies that I've got to any kind of medication. For me, I don't have any allergies, but I definitely don't agree with antibiotics which end in "-cillin", and I tend to get an upset stomach and things like that. So it was put on my notes to avoid any kind of antibiotics that end in "-cillin". We talked about my metformin, and I also had to talk her through the supplements that I'm taking to help balance my blood sugar levels, and I've also been asked to bring those with me on the day. So if you've got an appointment with the pharmacist, make sure that you've got a list of all the medications that you take, also the dosage, how many you take, and remember to include any kind of herbal medicine that you take. Even if you think it's not important, they want to know everything, and make sure you've got it with you on the day when you go in for your operation. Appointment number 2 was with my nurse, and again this was a telephone conversation, and I'm going to say this lasted about 30 minutes, but the length of that appointment will depend on the individual because she asks you a lot of questions all about your medical history, and if you've got a bit more of a complex medical history, then your appointment might take a little bit longer. So I had to run through all my medical history in terms of previous surgeries, whether I've had any other complications from surgeries, whether I've had MRSA, I think that's what it is, I'll pop it here in case I've got it wrong. She asked me whether I had any other conditions like Crohn's, IBS, those kind of questions. And of course whether I have had COVID in the last 90 days, and lots of COVID related questions in the current climate. And what was really good about this appointment is that she also ran me through what to expect on the day of surgery and the 2 days following surgery, because I am actually scheduled to stay in the hospital for 2 nights after my surgery. But yeah, I was able to make loads of notes on the phone with the nurse, running through exactly what I can expect. So obviously she mentioned that I need to pack for 2 days of being in the hospital, and I've actually started packing my hospital bag, and I'm going to be doing a video on what I put in my hospital bag. She also advised that I stop taking any of my medication that isn't prescribed by a doctor. She told me that I've got to arrive at 7 AM on the day of my operation. My husband is able to drop me off outside the hospital, but he's not actually allowed to come in with me, so somebody's going to greet me at the door to help me carry all my stuff in. She said I'll meet the consultant on the day and then my surgery will be between 8:30 and 1:30. So with my surgery being at 7 AM, I'm allowed to eat up until midnight the night before, but I think I'll definitely be asleep by then because I've got to be up early, and then I can have sips of water up till 6 AM. So I need to remember to wake up before 6 AM to actually have some water, otherwise I won't be able to have any water until my surgery. But yeah, after 6 AM it is nil by mouth, and I can tell you now, I am going to be hungry, so I'm definitely going to be carb loading the night before and make sure I get like a good heavy like pasta-y dish or something like that in me to make sure I am not starving pre-surgery. She then said I'm not allowed to wear any makeup, no nail varnish, I can wear deodorant. That's it though, no body lotion, anything like that. She said to just shower as normal, and I'm not allowed to put any kind of like products on my skin. And then she just suggested that I bring a dressing gown, slippers, comfy pajamas. And yeah, she just kind of guided me in terms of what to pack, which is actually really helpful because there was things on there that I definitely didn't think of. And she did mention that I'm obviously going to be hungry, so she said somebody will come round in the morning to take my food order, and then once I get out of surgery, once I'm ready, somebody will bring me my breakfast / lunch. They'll phone my husband to let him know that I'm out of surgery, and then yeah, I'll be on the ward. I've got my own room, my own bathroom, which is really nice. And she did mention that there will be nurses checking on me constantly throughout the day. So it will begin every hour, then every 2 hours, then it'll go to every 3 hours. So she did say to expect not to get very much sleep on the first day because somebody will be constantly coming in to check that I'm doing okay post-surgery. And then after night 1, I might be able to go home the next day, but she said they might keep me for 2 days. So I've just got to prepare for the fact that I might be in there for 2 days. And then once I'm discharged, they will send me home with any medication that I need and also my sick note. But yeah, they were so lovely, so informative, and I felt like I knew exactly what to expect on the day, exactly what to expect post-surgery, and they had all the information that they needed about me, my height, my weight, my medical history, any medication that I'm taking. It was a really, really helpful phone call, and I left feeling like I was a little bit more prepared. And then today was appointment number 3, which is my pre-op. I was actually able to go into the hospital today because I needed to have my blood pressure checked, my temperature, and also some bloods done. Literally in and out really, really fast. And then my 4th and final appointment before my operation is my COVID test. So this is actually set up in the hospital grounds. It was like a big white tent and it's like a drive-through. So my appointment is at 9:25. I've got to drive up and then somebody will come out and they actually do my COVID test. I don't do it myself, which I was a bit like oof about. I don't know how I feel about somebody like sticking something up my nose, but got to be done. I can confirm, absolutely fine, didn't feel a thing. Also question whether he actually shoved it up there far enough. It was fine, not enjoyable, but manageable. She said if I don't hear anything, then everything's fine, it's good news, I passed, I've not got COVID. If I get a call, it's because I have tested positive, or there's been an issue with my COVID test and I have to go back. So that is happening on Saturday the 30th of October. I've then got to isolate, and my household, so my husband as well, up until my surgery. And the final letter that I did receive was my confirmation of admission date. So it says here that it's going to be on Tuesday, the 2nd of November at 7 AM. So the first procedure is a laparoscopic excision of endometriosis. And that is the main purpose of my surgery. So yeah, that is everything that you can expect pre-surgery. If you are also waiting for a laparoscopy, I've run you through all my pre-op appointments. My next video will be what is in my hospital bag and taking you through exactly what I'm going to be packing for the 2 nights that I'm in hospital. And of course I'm going to be vlogging like post-surgery, how I'm recovering, etc. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, whether I'm going to film before, etc. But there will definitely be videos documenting how my procedure went and how I'm doing post-surgery. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more. And yeah, I will see you in my next video where we're going to be packing my hospital suitcase. Bye guys.